You can forgive your spouse even if they don't ask for forgiveness, just for the sake of peace. However, you will never be able to have a healthy, intimate relationship with anyone who does not ever ask for forgiveness. It's a jarring truth, and I know that this might be difficult for somebody, but this message is both for the person who is, married to someone who says, who is married to someone who never forgives. And it's also a message to the person who struggles to ask for forgiveness, who struggles to say sorry. You just have to face up with the truth. And that is just what I'm here to help you to deal with. Because I've seen many people who have come to me to say, oh, my spouse, we've been married 10 years, we've been married 20 years, my spouse has never said sorry. They are always right. If you are that kind of person, I'd like you to know that what it means is simply that you are not emotionally or psychologically equipped to have an intimate relationship. And if you check even your friendship and other relationships, you will find a lot of brokenness in them as well. And what that may be indicating is that there are unhealed trauma that you face in time past that you never got healed from. And that has blocked your capacity to be able to ask for forgiveness and give you the strength to be vulnerable enough to actually say the word sorry. Lack of vulnerability is an indication of internal wound. That's what it is. Lack of vulnerability is an indication of internal wounds, because people who are wounded on the inside, people who have unhealed trauma on the inside, the pain on the inside, the pain they feel anytime they become vulnerable is just simply unbearable for them. And that's part of why they struggle to say sorry. The pain they feel, that the pain that comes from vulnerability, is simply unbearable for them. And that's exactly what happens. Just imagine someone has an internal wound. If you touch the person just a little bit, the person may shout and scream because there are wounds that are festering inside that has not been healed. And that's what is happening to anybody who struggles to say sorry. So you need to go contact a therapist and get back to the place of healing, who can get someone who can help you, and also get on the path of health as well, because it's not just about going for therapy session once a while. It's also about living a life that is healthy, a life that can help you to maintain a healthy emotional well-being as a person. And if you're married to that person who never says sorry, who the word sorry just, makes it's almost as if you want to kill them for them to say sorry, you just need to make peace with the fact that you need to be able to forgive them for the sake of your own peace. You don't have to wait for them to say sorry. Forgive them for the sake of your own peace. But please make peace with the fact that you also may never be able to develop a healthy, intimate connection with them until they heal from their trauma and they are able to apologize when they need that. So what you need to do is to help them to get on the path of health. Help them to connect with places or resources that can help them to heal and help them to stay on the path of health. Because I've seen how sometimes people bend backward, and they even, before you know it, some people even submit themselves to some kind of torturous, routines in their marriage and in their relationship, just because you are trying to, have a healthy relationship with someone who is fundamentally unhealthy. You must recognize it for what it is. Make peace with yourself by forgiving them, and know that your relationship or your marriage may suffer lack of growth for a while, but you can actually have a health. You can have happiness in your soul, and you can have health in you, because you don't have to be exactly where your marriage or your relationship is. And that's a totally different subject that I'm going to deal with at some other time, because some people feel that if you don't have a happy marriage, it means that you can't be a happy person. Well, I won't want to delve into that until we have time to have that proper conversation. But please, you can forgive your spouse. Don't wait for your spouse to even ask for forgiveness before you forgive them, for the sake of your own peace. But please know that until your spouse, who never asks for forgiveness, seeks help, you will never be able to have a healthy, happy, intimate relationship with them until they heal from their spouse, until they heal from their trauma. I wish you peace.